Grizzlies is all about his money. He wants profits to stay up, and other than that, he's pretty patient with everything else in terms of success of the team. But if we don't get him his money, he'll freak out a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. The governor invites us to his house, wants to welcome us to the team. He doesn't really say much. And these they have all the same responses for these, but I'm going to say finances because he's all about his money. So first, I think we should go and get our task from the governor. He wants us to flip one of our expirings, Miles Plumlee or Solomon Hill. And I agree with this. I think Solomon Hill can be a valuable asset to a team. He's making, I don't remember what he said there. Attendance up, all this kind of stuff. I think we can bring in some exciting players. What was it? Don't lose more than 41 games. Jesus, that's not happening. Anyway, he wants us to trade an expiring contract. Solomon Hill, I mean, his overall is not very high, but he's a forward that can shoot and defend on the perimeter. That's got to be valued somewhere, right? If somebody needs like a 10th or 11th man, maybe we can get a second or something. And he's expiring, so it's not a big deal. Now, nobody is going to give anything for Miles Plumlee. He's not good at anything. I don't think he'll be moved from this team. But I do not want him to be our backup center. Our point guard rotation is fine. Shooting guard is kind of fine. I would like to get a better one. Iguodala is somebody I'm going to go ahead and add straight to the trade block. I think we can get something decently valuable from a contender for him. And we also have just a million other small forwards, so we kind of need to get rid of them. I'm going to add Solomon Hill to the trade block as well. Power forward rotation is fine. I don't want to make any moves for this. I don't want to do anything to these guys. These guys are all fine. And we just need a backup center. But I know we do have to get rid of somebody. We have too many players on the roster already. So I guess we should... Well, first we do need to set the pricing. I guess we should go to a meeting with the CFO and see what's up there. Now that we've just changed... well... Never mind, that's not what I thought. Anyway, our head coach wants to talk to us. He's probably going to tell us we should trade somebody. We need more veterans on the roster. I agree with that. More draft picks. I also agree with that. So let's just go ahead and get all these tasks out of the way. So then we can actually start being a GM. Improve the team chemistry. Yeah. Head coach. Uh-oh. Kyle Anderson. Why do I need to trade Kyle Anderson? We also can't be a top 15 team in the league. That's stupid. One last task from the CFO. Fan interest is low. We need to excite them. I think that's possible. All right. So we've got all the tasks out of the way. And now they've already played a couple games for us. We lost to Miami by quite a bit. Poor shooting night from Valanciunas and I forget his name, Dylan Brooks. I wanted to say Deshaun or something. Nobody shot well. John Morant's rookie debut didn't go as planned, I guess. But we did win this game against the Bulls. And John Morant made up for his poor first game, getting 24, 5, and 11. I think John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. have a guaranteed future here. Valanciunas is somebody I would like to keep. But if a good deal comes along for him, then I will not hesitate to trade him. So let's see what our tasks are. We need to get at least 2 veterans, 2 lottery picks. We'll have at least 1. Trade Solomon Hill. That's not going to happen. Get us to the top 10 of attendance. Get rid of Kyle Anderson. We need to get the trade finder. But also, let's just see who could use a small forward. So while looking for some trades and such, I did something. I'm not sure what it was. But either way, I got the skills. I got a skill point now. And I can unlock the trade finder. I'm really looking at this trade right here though. I don't know. It's this one with the Hornets or this one with the Suns. I like the one with the Suns more because we get more decent players out of it. But does it make sense for the Suns? They're absolutely set at point guard. So it makes sense that they would want to get rid of Tyler. So I'm thinking we're going to do this trade. It makes sense. I mean, and they have Frank Kaminsky as a backup to DeAndre Ayton regardless. So they don't really need Aaron Baines all that much. And they get 2 forwards, which they desperately need. You know? Because these guys, Cheikh Diallo and Cameron Johnson, are barely rotation players at this point. I think this makes a lot of sense for both teams. We need a backup big and a shooting guard. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this trade. We leveled up. I don't know. I really do want to get to being able to see player ambitions, but I feel like we need to branch out a little more. And I'm thinking we're going to go with this one, the coworker care. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can get chit-chat with the governor and other GMs. And this will eventually get us to fewer penalties from releasing players, which I almost released Miles Plumlee to do some trades. But sign more big name players and boost sponsorship. Yeah, that was a very good choice. That was a very good choice. All right. So now that we got this out of the way, we got some goals complete. We still need to get rid of Kyle Anderson, but I honestly am not sure if we will. We did just get rid of 2 of our small forwards, though. So this is what the team's looking like now. I wish I could edit him and change him to shooting guard, but I can't. Hopefully Coach will do that anyway. And then we now have these small forwards in the rotation and a backup big. So I think we're honestly set, and we can sim a little bit as soon as we trade finder Kyle Anderson, just because we have to. I don't want to trade him, and if it comes down to it and there's no good deals for him, I'm not going to trade him. So I saw this trade with the Pelicans for Kyle Anderson, and they're going to offer us each one more, and Heinrich Williams, who's a 24-year-old forward who may or may not be something. I think he's an expiring anyway, so yeah. So is D'Anthony Melton, who we probably were not going to bring back. I know he's only 21, but at this point, we already have a couple above him. We have John Morant and Tyus Jones. And looking at the Pelicans' forward depth, they don't really have any. It's Brandon Ingram and Darius Miller, who's okay. He's a better shooter than Kyle Anderson, but a way worse defender. And I think everybody needs a little defense on their team, because right now their best defenders are Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and then everybody else below that is kind of meh. Kyle Anderson can bring defense inside and outside. And they have plenty of shooting to put around him. I mean, look at this. So I think this makes complete sense. These 2 guys down here are just pretty much throw-ins, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this trade too. And that completes another goal. And another level up, another skill point. And with that, I think we are going to come down here and do chit-chat with sponsors, I guess. I don't know. We'll get into some of the better stuff later once we get more skill points. But now we've completed some goals. We're getting trust with our staff. And I think it's time to sim for a little bit. And I'll show you how the team's looking maybe late November. From the Cavaliers as simming. Jonas Valanciunas. I need to add Valanciunas to the untouchables list. Speaking of, the coach just came in there and is like, hey, Valanciunas isn't doing anything. Trade him, please. So let's see if that's actually true. No, he's the second leading scorer, grabbing 12 rebounds a game. 3.5 offensive rebounds. Shooting 50% from the field. Terribly from 3. But what? What do you mean? Yes, we're a terrible team, but that's not because Valanciunas isn't pulling his weight. That man's crazy. I refuse to trade Valanciunas. He's doing that in 28 minutes a night. Ja Morant's playing 38. Jesus. We might need to change that. But anyway, yeah. I saw that and oh my goodness. And I completely disagree. We're one of the worst teams in the entire league right now. That is god awful. Either way, see what the coach game plan looks like. I really don't want Ja Morant playing that many minutes a night. We need to be careful with him. Each one more though. He's seeming kind of nice. 7 points, 2.5 assists. He really needs to improve his shooting from 3, but either way, we're a rebuilding team, and you know it is what it is. But I do think I need to send a couple guys to the G League. Some guys that aren't playing, and they're on multi-year deals. I think Grayson Allen is expiring. He's also 24. Who else is not playing? Well, now Josh Jackson and Brandon Clark are the only two rotation-worthy small forwards. I mean, Kyrick Williams. Kyrick Williams may be the guy that we need to go with. So Brandon Clark can chill in the G League. But we do need to see, is Brandon Clark playing any minutes? Let's go ahead and sort this by minutes. Just so I can, actually it doesn't matter. Brandon Clark. Okay, I don't think he's played a single game. Yeah, he's played 1 minute this entire season so far. Alright, Brandon Clark, you're going to the G League. He's going to be mad at us, but he's got 4 years to get over it. And he'll be better for it. We do need to adjust his training plan and make sure that he's working on his three-point shot, because that's a big thing. Player development, not player development. Player training. I need to have a higher relationship with the trainer. Okay, so now that's got to be a priority. So can I chit chat with the trainer? No, I can't. Anyway, I'm actually going to sim this time, and I'll get back in mid-November-ish. Trade offer from the Knicks. We're terrible. We're 1-12. Our chemistry is plummeting. What do they want? Brandon Clark for a Dallas 2023 pick and Reggie Bullock. That's no. We literally just drafted him. So why would we do that? Sure, he's not great at shooting, but he's a good defender. He's a very good defender. And he especially will be after being in the G League for so long. So no thanks. Not even for a first round pick. So as you can see, team chemistry is 35%. And sheesh. I'm not entirely sure what to do about it. Fan interest is up, but we're losing a lot of games. I do think we do need to go ahead and sign a sponsor just so we can get some more money. And that's as simple as the meetings are. A trade offer from the Celtics. We're getting so many trade offers. I'm sure it's going to be something terrible, as the CPU does. Jay Crowder and Dylan Brooks for Daniel Tice and Robert Williams. This is absolutely a win now kind of move for them. If you would have done this like a few weeks ago, this would have been so much better. Because I needed a backup center. And I was looking at Daniel Tice, but I was like, nah. They probably won't trade him. Why would they want Jay Crowder and Dylan Brooks anyway? Shooting guard is set. Oh. Injuries among injuries. Goodness gracious. No wonder they want Jay Crowder. But honestly, I don't want to lower our team chemistry anymore. So we're just not going to do anything with that. either way, I think our roster is pretty much set. I do want to add Ja to Untouchables, Jaren Jackson Jr. to Untouchables, and Valanciunas to Untouchables. I don't want to trade any of these guys. I like them all. I really hope our team chemistry rises up a little bit. And other than that, I'll see you in a little bit, and then we'll probably end the video. 20 games into the season. I've completed a couple goals. I don't really remember what they were. And we're still not good. Using the chit chat thing that I did get from the skill tree, I think, yeah, I got this up here and these down here and this one. I don't remember which ones I had last time I said anything. But anyway, I've leveled up a couple times. Haven't made any moves. I gotten a couple trade offers, but they were all stupid and not worth doing. And we're still not good. But doing the chit chats has increased the team chemistry. It was at like 32 and now it's at 46. So everybody's at least in an okay-ish mood. Except for Brandon Clark. He's probably very mad. Oh, he's neutral. But we're terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. And part of that is because of the team chemistry. But anyway, here are the stats. 20 games into the season. John Morant's having a pretty good rookie year so far. 17, 4, and 8. 1.4 steals a game. 45% from the field. 26% from 3, which is terrible, but, you know, it is what it is. Valanciunas still doing his thing. 14.5 points. 12 rebounds. 1 block. 50% from the field. 29% from 3. Jaren Jackson Jr., 11. I would like to see his rebounds up, but since he is in the front court with Jonas Valanciunas, I understand why they're not. But either way, I think he needs to be grabbing more rebounds. 0.9 steals, 1.5 blocks, 32% from 3. I think part of the reason we're so bad is just everybody's bad and team chemistry's down. But Tyler Johnson's been a decent addition. 8 points, 2.5 assists almost. 47% from the field, 38 from 3. Either way, this is the team moving forward. I don't think we're going to make any more deals unless we get a good offer from somebody. Because this is a decent team as is. Team chemistry is the reason we're losing so much. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I haven't said this anywhere specifically, but this is a realistic MyGM series. I don't think I'll be playing any games just because you can't adjust the difficulty or the quarter length. But maybe I'll hop into a game every now and then just to see what's up. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think I should do if you have an opinion on this. Like I said, these 3 guys are basically untouchable. And I guess we'll see what happens with the rest of them. Catch you later.